today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today because I want to make sure that Tanika's the right woman for me. I love her, but I don't want to put myself in a situation to where I'm not happy in the long run.
I'd like the judge to tell me if this relationship is worth pursuing.
If Tanika can't detach from her family, which I think uses her anyway, then I believe that this relationship may be over. I need a strong woman by my side.
Dave has inappropriate conversations about our relationship with his ex, and are they doing more than just talking?
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with David Martin and Tanika Battles. The two of you have been together for 4 years. You've come here today for my opinion as to whether or not you should make it official. So I gave you my compatibility test. You gave me your license with permission to tear it up should I think it's not a good idea. Here today I also have Deborah Abshire. Hello to you. You are his witness, and we will talk to you momentarily, but you are his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his son, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, we got it together. Mr. Martin, why don't you tell me why you're thinking about marrying Ms. Battles, but why you're concerned and not so sure?
Well, I love Miss Battles. I love her a lot, and I do want to be with her, but I do have some concerns, mainly the way that we got together. Sometimes I feel like I may be blocking my blessings a little bit. And
how did you get together, and why do you think that's gonna block your blessings?
well, when we got together, you know, she was already in a situation. And as an older man, you know, in the beginning it was fun, but you know, when the fun wears off and real life kicks in, I'm a little bit older now, so I just kind of wonder, like, wow, you know, maybe we started to have all these arguments because we shouldn't be together anyway, by the way that we got together.
Got together because it was a bad way to start out. Is there any concern that the fact that she was capable of dealing with you when she was in another situation, do you think that is a part of the problem, or it's just simply the karma issue?
A little bit of both. Sometimes I feel like, you know, when I was younger, I did some things that I shouldn't have done, so, you know, maybe I got it coming back to me. And then sometimes, you know, I have my own insecurities, like, well, she done it in her past, what makes me any different?
Right, right. Ms. Battles, what do you think about his concern there? Do you share?
I don't really think it's a real concern. I'm an open book. That situation was completely different, and it was in the makings of ending anyway.
Anyway, so he just happened to come along as that one.
Absolutely.
That relationship was already starting to die. Let me ask you this, Ms. Battles. What are your primary concerns about marrying Mr. Martin?
My family is a huge concern, but then also his relationship with his son's mother.
Which is right there. That's Ms. Abshire. Now, why are you concerned about his relationship with her? Are they unduly friendly?
Well, she calls all late in the middle of the night. He's over there all the time, and he tells her our business.
Now, Mr. Martin, do you share what troubles and issues you have with Ms. Battles, with your ex over there, Ms. Abshire?
No, not on a broad stroke. You know, I don't give specifics.
But you give her the broad stroke.
Yeah, I give her the broad stroke. You know, I may say, I don't like this, but I don't go into detail. Me and Miss Abshire, we've been friends for a long time. I met her when I was 18 years old. That's the mother of my child. I always felt like if my child's mom is okay, he's going to be okay. There's nothing going on between us. That's just the mother of my child.
That's my saying exactly. I tell every guy in here, if your child's mom ain't okay, your child won't be okay. I'm glad that you said that. Ms. Abshire, why don't you come on forward? Is he right about that, Ms. Abshire? You're done, finished?
That is correct. I am completely done and finished.
Let me ask you this. When he comes to you and with complaints or concerns or issues about Ms. Battles, what is your response to that? Do you aid him? Do you help him? Or do you say, you ought to go home? Or do you tell him he's wrong?
Yes, I do let David know when he is wrong. And I'm sort of like his sponge. You know, I take in everything that he says to me and try to give him the perspective of a woman's point of view about it.
Would it bother you if you were in her shoes that your man had an ex that he confided your business in?
I would be uncomfortable, yes.
Yeah. Why shouldn't she be uncomfortable?
I think Tanika just needs to understand that David's my friend, and we've been friends for 21 plus years. And I'm always going to be his friend. And there's nothing going on between us.
Ms. Battles, is it true that you've spoken to her?
Yeah, we've
Has
spoken.
he done anything suspect, anything that makes you believe that their relationship is any more than the friendship that they claim?
Well, I mean, he's over her house a lot. And she calls in the middle of the night, 2, 3 in the morning.
You calling him 2, 3 o'clock in the morning?
I may give him a call at 2 to 3 o'clock
Now,
in the
what's
morning.
happening at 2 o'clock in the morning? You have to call him.
Well, again, like he explained, we have a child together.
Right.
And, you know, he's at an age now to where he has his own issues. And some things I just don't think that I can help him with, and he needs his father to help him with that.
Oh, we're
So,
talking a teen. We're not a little person. We're talking a teen,
Yeah,
someone who's got been there, done that.
that's correct. That is correct.
Let me tell you how it works. They turn 15, 16 years old. Whatever little hormones they got corrode their whole frontal cortex. They can't think, they go crazy. And at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you're wondering where they are. You
Their
don't
son
know
is
what to
21
do.
years old, Your Honor.
Huh?
Their son is 21 years old.
Doesn't matter. I got one 21 still at home. Can't get him out. Don't know what to do.
It can't wait till the sun comes up in the morning.
Not every issue can wait till the sun comes up.
Well,
I'm gonna tell. It's a deep experience. It really is. It really, really is. Now, if you can wait till morning, you gotta respect her comfort zone. Don't call unless there's a crisis.
Your Honor, they'll be on the phone. He'll get off the phone, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And he'll be like, "Nothing. It's all right."
What do you call with non-emergent matters?
No, I don't. And I do respect Tanika to the utmost. I call David's phone. I don't call Tanika's phone, even if I don't get an answer from David. But I call David because I may be concerned at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when my child hasn't come home and there's no answer. So, yes, I'm a parent. I mean, forgive me. That's the first thing I do is call the other party.
I feel you, because I've been on that roller coaster. It's a tough ride. Until you've been there, you don't know what it's like not knowing where your kid is at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're a lunatic. You really are. You're a lunatic. So you're going to have to give him a little room on that one.
I do, and if it was once or twice or every now and again, but you know that along with him being over there all the time.
Okay.
That's what.
Well, let's talk about that, because that's an entirely different issue.
I'm 40 plus years old. You know, you just can't walk in a room and be naked and it goes down.
Yeah.
Now, when I was younger, 19, maybe
You
so.
could- yeah, right,
you know,
yeah,
I
19,
could do
anything.
that, but you know, I like to be stimulated as well.
How often is he going over there? And how long does he stay?
Well, since he's in school now, he's over there like whenever he doesn't have to go to school.
Mr. Martin is in school now.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
So like, I work on the weekend, and he goes to school through the week. So through the week, it's not so bad. He goes to play pool a couple times, but on the weekend, yeah, he's over there.
Now, let me ask you something, Mr. Martin. I want you to lean back. And and you too, Ms. Abshire, I want you to lean back. Are you a kind of secondary couple in every way except sexual? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you spending a little time over there because she's a soft place to fall for you, when in fact you should be falling in another direction?
No, ma'am. I respect Deborah as the mother of my child. My child is the nucleus of our friendship. I have nothing against Deborah, but she'll tell you herself. If my child wasn't there, I wouldn't be there. Okay. Any discussion that me and her ever have, it starts off like this. How's my child? When she calls me, it starts off like this. Your child
did this.
Yeah.
Did that.
That's how it starts off.
Okay.
I haven't always been able to be there for my child because, you know, I've been a truck driver before, so I'm state to state. Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit older now. He's going through some things. I have a lot of regrets. I got a lot of regrets. Mm-hmm. So I'm in the same city now. I want to be with him.
Okay. All right. I believe you. Ms. Abshire, I believe you too. Why don't you have a seat there? I appreciate you coming today. And I hope you heard what she said.
I heard what she said. It's just that, you know, we're not having sex like we used to, and he's there all the time. So between that and the phone conversations and they're there all the time, I can't help but wonder.
Yeah, now that raises another dimension. When you say you're not having sex like you used to, how much has it trailed off?
From like twice a week to twice a month.
In the course of how long? How long have you been together?
4 years.
4 years? Mm-hmm. Mr. Martin, I never make a man explain that if he doesn't want to. But are there issues at your house that make romance less likely?
I'm 40 plus years old. You know, you just can't walk in a room and be naked and it goes down.
Yeah.
Now, when I was younger, 19, maybe
you
so.
could, right,
you know,
yeah, 19,
I could do
anything.
that, but you know, I like to be stimulated as well. On the weekends, you know, while she's at work, I'm watching television and I'm home with her. I'm home with her family. So you know, what I mean, it's not nothing towards her, but you know, we don't be on the same page a lot.
I understand there is problem with family as well. There are problems with her family.
Absolutely.
You think they're manipulators. Why don't you tell me what your concerns are about her family?
Tanika is a give first person only. You know, Tanika likes to make sure that everybody around her is okay. Mm-hmm. You know, that she'll take care of herself last.
Right.
Her family knows this. So, you know, if they want to get money or if they want to get over on her, they do it. I don't like it. So, you know, we have issues about it, but I don't want to be the one to make it seem like I'm talking about your family.
Right.
I'm going in on your family. I'm disrespecting your family. I just don't want to see her in a position where she's being used.
Ms. Battles, do you see what he's saying? Is that an accurate reflection of what's going on, or just he just doesn't like them as people?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Does your family take advantage of you? Are you a good-hearted person?
That's true.
And sometimes, because family will take advantage of you. They will, you know, they'd be the first one to ask you for money and last one to pay you back.
Yeah.
I've had some run-ins with a couple of family members behind a couple of dollars.
And, you know, she gets mad when I bring it up.
That's not every single time because, you know I have responsibilities and my household come first.
And I understand that, but don't let that go too far because that idea, oh, well, you got it, they think that they can borrow it and don't need to give it back to you.
Well, when I give it, I don't expect it back. I give it knowing that I might not get this back.
Yeah.
So
be careful. That's all I'm saying. Because if they get it too often, they're going to start thinking you owe it to them. It gets really weird. Mm-hmm. If they don't think it's right, well, what do you mean? Mm-hmm. You gave me $60 last week. He still got his job. What's the problem? I'm just saying, don't know your family. I'm just putting it out there. Does that make you uncomfortable that he feels that way?
As long as he doesn't let them know that or feel that, I don't have a problem with it. But if it comes down to him or them.
Do you think Tanika is justified in questioning David and Deborah's relationship? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court. I took a look at your compatibility tests, and you showed up pretty much as the people you are here today. I think you're two mature, reasonable individuals. I think you have a fairly good understanding of both yourself and each other. There's one thing, you have 4 children, correct? Mm-hmm. There's one thing that he said in here that concerned me. I asked the question, is there something your intended should probably know before you marry them that they don't already know? And his answer was, I don't really like kids.
But he has a child.
Oh, yeah, true. I'm not saying, you know, people who don't like kids have children all the time. You know what I mean? Because they don't have the sex. Having sex, they don't think about the kid. That's why we got a whole lot of, well, anyway. Does that make you uncomfortable that he feels that way? And are you comfortable with having your children around him? Not to saying that you would do anything to him, right, but that he's not really open to the experience.
Well, he doesn't mistreat my children in any way. And as long as he doesn't let them know that or feel that, I don't have a problem with it. But if it comes down to him or them.
Is them. Are you able to do that? Are you able to join a household where those are her 4 kids, those are her life? You know how you feel about the one that you have. You know how she feels. She's got 4. Are you able to enter that household and make them feel like you love and care for them? Because they got to feel that way.
Well, Your Honor, I do now, but I've never really had to be a full-time parent on a daily basis in a long, long time.
Right.
So, I'm used to being able to come in the house and do what I want to do.
Right.
I haven't had to worry about little kids running around and telling them don't do this and don't do that, or play judge when a teenager is lying and all that. I haven't had to do that in a long time, and I really don't like it. But, I don't want to put her in a situation to where she has to choose between me and her kids, because I wouldn't be in a position like that. Mm-hmm. But, 2 of her kids are on the way out. They grown.
Well, yeah, they're pretty big. So
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
They're on their way out.
One of them's already gone.
Yeah, one of them's already gone. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough.
You love her, Mr. Martin?
I love her, and I want to find a way that we can coexist. I believe that we have some issues to where we don't know how to communicate and find a common ground.
Do you agree with that, Ms. Battles?
To an extent.
Do we need to have a conversation about how to have a conversation?
Well, for him, a lot of it is my way or no way at all. So that kind of shuts a conversation down.
Right.
What options does that leave?
What should concern Tanika the most about continuing the relationship? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. I'm going to ask you a quick question, and again, I want you to lean back and listen to it and really give me a thoughtful answer. Are you a my way or the highway kind of guy?
Yes.
And your ex over there is nodding up and down with a big smile on the face. You are a my way or highway kind of guy. People like that are very hard to coexist with. Very, very difficult, because you don't have room for opinions. It's always right or wrong. It's like blue or green. Blue is wrong and green is right. That's no such thing. But if you're a my way or highway kind of guy, your options get shut down, and that person feels shut down, and they become secondary to you because they can't discuss anything with you. So if you do have communication issues and your approach is that, then you're probably the crux of the problem. Right. Would you not say that?
I agree totally.
I'm conflicted. I usually have a strong opinion about somebody's marriageability and whether or not it'll be a good thing. I think you're 2 wonderful people. I'm just worried that a my way or highway kind of guy going into a home where there are kids and he's not sure he wants to take that ride is going to work out, especially if you aren't really comfortable with your communication piece in the marriage. You got to talk. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to give you back your license, but I'm not going to tear it up either, because I don't want to leave you with that image. But what I'm going to say this, you can get married, but you have to work at being able to be married to one another, because you have hurdles to jump. And I wrote a book called Making Marriage Work. I married a man with 4 kids, 4 teenage boys. Learned a thing or 2. You got to learn to jump those hurdles, and you have to have a conversation about each hurdle you need to jump and what you're going to do with it. I hope you can get married one day, because you're good people, and I wish you the best. Thank you so much for your input. This matter is adjourned.
After listening to the judge, I really think that Dave is someone that I'd like to marry. We just have some stuff we need to discuss. See if the kid thing is something we can work out.
When the judge said I was a my way or a highway type of guy, she was correct. But she didn't understand that I know that I can be that way sometimes. So, I know when I make mistakes. A lot of times I correct them before anybody else has to come back and tell me to correct them.